Hi guys, just a really short video just to show you directions on how to do our short activity today. We're going to be using a website, a type of software called Padlet. Some of you may have used it with other teachers. It's really simple. It's basically it's a distance virtual way for us to do what we normally have done many times in class. If you remember, we've done activities where you've been given sticky notes and the chance to comment on people's ideas. You've had the chance to post your own comments and then to comment on comments. That's really what this Padlet is. It's like we have a giant pad where we can write our comments. So last couple days, you've been selecting and researching your eco scenarios. To do this, all you're going to do from our classroom is open up this document, and it's got some basic directions. I just want to show you really fast, give you an example of what you're going to do. So the link is on Classroom. The link's also right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that bad boy. And it's going to it's going to open you up to our Padlet, and it's called EcoScenario What Ifs. And you're going to recognize it's got the basic directions up here. The directions are also back on our Padlet here. But you can see, you can go, it gives you our Padlet. This one's a little unique. It gives you a map of the planet, of the world. And what we're going to do is focus on, remember, all of our eco scenarios were somewhere in North America. We had one up in Alaska. We had them scattered all over. So what I'm going to ask you to do really is two things, and the directions are written down, but a real quick abbreviated version. I'm going to ask you to post a sticky note for your own ecosystem, and I want that to be a what if question. Remember, that's one of our favorite types of questions we can ask. So really what you're doing is taking, now that you know a lot about your eco scenario, hopefully, what would happen if dot 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 something happened in your eco scenario. So I want to create a fake one here just to show you how to do that. So to post on the Padlet, all you do is go up to this little plus icon. It's going to click, obviously hover over that. It says add post. When I click on that, it's going to give me an option to search for a location. So this is where you can input your ecosystem. So I'm going to go ahead and use let's say Sonoran Desert was one of them. So you can see as I type that in, just like Google Earth, a lot of them will come up. So I'm going to pick Sonoran Desert in Arizona. And when I click on that, it takes me right to, and it drops a pin. If I go ahead and I zoom out here a little bit, it actually drops a pin in the Sonoran Desert. That's right where we were on our world map from FOSS-Web. So to do that, I'm just going to zoom back in a little bit here. You can see we're in Arizona, so we keep zooming in, zooming in. So we're in the general area of this Sonoran Desert. Now, what I'm going to ask that you do is make sure that your name is up here so we know who's done that, and you're in the Sonoran Desert. And all I'm going to ask you to do is type a what if question. You can see my text is coming up here. So I'm going to pose a question like, what would happen if something happened in my ecosystem? So in the Sonoran Desert, what if, let's say, all of the, I could say a particular type of organism, what would happen if all of the, or I could use an abiotic, what would happen if all of the cactuses in, oops, plural of the cactus or the cacti uh, in this ecosystem were to die of disease? So that's my actual, that's my post, that's my question. And when I do that, that's going to allow me to post my response, my idea. And you can see you have some other options up here. You can add pictures if you want to. You can put in links. But really, all I'm looking for you to do is to post a what if question. And I go ahead and oops, sorry. I go ahead and all that I'm going to do, and again, there are more options to do. But what I've done here is you can see that I have now on our map, there is a Padlet here. There's a Padlet posted here. So once people start to have them posted everywhere, I'm then going to ask you to go, and you have the ability. You do have the ability to like other people's. So hey, who doesn't like to collect likes, right? Just like social media. But you also have the ability to, I'm going to ask that you go and you find two other Padlets and you comment on theirs. So you have the ability to actually add a comment. Like, what I want you to answer. How would you answer that? What do you think would happen in that case? Now you can go back and you can go back and look at the Sonoran Desert. Even though it's not your eco scenario, or maybe it is, you can go back and look at, well, what are the other critters that live there? Let me go find out a little bit about that eco scenario before I answer. And you have the ability to do that. So again, what you're going to do here before I sign off, you're going to open up the Padlet. Here's our video explaining that. I want you to compose a what if, a scenario question with your name on it for your eco scenario. Remember, it has to be, I'm going to go ahead and church that one up a little bit. It has to be for your eco scenario. And then you're going to post it. And then I want you to go and end by finding two other Padlet posts from two other students, what if, and respond. You're going to comment by answering their question. What do you think would happen in that scenario? So pretty simple. Hope that explains everything. And that's all we've do today. Pretty simple and easy. So good luck, guys.